In today's video, I'm going to cover every single document that you need in order to have a complete master's application. So get your notebooks ready and tick all the boxes. Hello guys, this is Sreekar. I'm the co-founder of Gradvine. I am an alumnus of Dartmouth College, and through Gradvine, we've guided thousands of students to the finest universities the world over. Welcome to the second edition of the most comprehensive video series for anyone looking to apply to a master's degree abroad. Now, in the first video, I covered the entire timeline for fall applicants, by what time in the year they have to finish their documents and submit their application so that they have a smooth application process. In today's video, I'm going to cover every single document that you need in order to have a complete master's application. So get your notebooks ready and tick all the boxes. Number one is your passport. Now, if you're applying for a degree abroad, I think it's needless to say that you will require a passport, but make sure that you have your passport ready even before you start your test prep, because very often you need a passport copy to even book your GRE or GMAT test. Second on this list is a very basic but a very important document. It is your resume or your CV. Keep in mind that most foreign universities prefer resumes that are 1 page in length, unless you have a significant amount of work experience or you've done a whole bunch of stuff that seems incredibly important. Keep your resume to 1 page. Only in rare cases, let it extend to 2 pages, but you'll need it for your application. Now moving on to number 3, the university will need to know what you studied and how you scored in your undergrad, right? Therefore, you will need your transcripts. Keep in mind that transcripts are not mark sheets or memos. These are issued specifically by a college if you tell them that you're applying abroad. These yellow colored documents have details of all your subjects, and if you've had backlogs, those details as well. If you've completed your 4 years of engineering, there are 2 different kinds of transcripts that you can get. The first is the consolidated transcript. This has the details of all your semester results in one huge document, but I would recommend, in addition to these consolidated transcript, you get individual transcripts as well, which your university would be happy to provide. Alright, now we move on to number 4, which is the university specific requirements. You will need to have test scores ready for a lot of schools. Therefore, you need to have your GRE or GMAT scores in hand. Keep in mind that most management courses accept both the GRE and the GMAT, whereas a lot of MS courses accept only the GRE. We'll go into more detail about the requirements in a later video, but you need to have the competitive test score ready with you. Moving quickly on now to number 5. The GRE is a test of your general aptitude, but universities also want to know what your level of understanding of the English language is. They want to know if you can read, speak, write and understand English well enough to understand their classes. Therefore, you will need an English proficiency test. The different popular English proficiency tests include the TOEFL, the IELTS and the new kid on the block, Duolingo. Be cognizant of your target university's requirements before picking this test. Moving on to number 6 is something that scares a lot of students for no reason, to be honest. It is the statement of purpose. This is a document that conveys your long-term goals, why you wish to attend this program and how this program is going to be a step towards those goals, and also why you're a great fit for this particular program. This document can be anywhere between 300 to 1500 words depending on the university's requirements. It will take time to prepare a good SOP, so be sure to start early. It's an important part of your application. Alright, moving on to number 7. Foreign universities really want to know what your existing professors and managers and the people you work with think about you. How they find that out is through letters of recommendation. Most universities will require 3 letters of recommendation from your professors, from your project guides, any other internship managers or your bosses at your place of work. Some universities may require only 2, but keep 3 just to be safe. Now, for different universities, you'll need different balances between professional LORs and academic LORs. So be sure to read those conditions in each university's application requirement. At number 8, we have an often ignored element of the process. Applicants often assume that with the SOP and the LORs, they're done with most application requirements. However, most universities will have additional essays like personal statements, diversity statements and scholarship essays, which will need you to make a specific and very different attempt. So be sure you're aware of these requirements and start filling the applications early so that you can list all of these down well in advance. At number 9 is a requirement which is not usually necessary at the time of application, but some universities, especially those in California, sometimes require proof of funds to be submitted with the application as well. These could be any of your liquid assets or your immovable assets too. Think of mutual funds, fixed deposits, savings account numbers, or any assets like buildings that you may have, which you might be required to submit before the application. But a lot of universities do not require this before they offer you an admit. I hope you found this video useful. Now, right at the beginning, I told you to keep a notebook handy to check boxes off. Well, don't worry if you haven't done that. Comment your email ID below and we'll send you a nicely formatted, beautiful PDF checklist that will be your companion throughout your application process. Please do like, share and subscribe to the Gradvine YouTube channel, and stay tuned because we have a whole bunch of videos in this series which is going to help you out tremendously as you navigate this journey. Thank you so much for tuning in.